You know what? I'll for the YouTube people. All right. From this point to the point of the end of whatever episode this is going to be, I am going to continue gambling. So you can skip. For the Twitch people, strap in. Focus. My medals? Yeah, I've got some medals from the last time I played. I spent. Did I leave it that much last time? I did. I did indeed. It was glorious. Ooh, we got it. That was a times 15. It'll actually take a really long time to get up to where I need to go. I think last time I ended on a times 10 on a times 15 or something like that, and that's how I got up here. So I would have to have that happen again. Otherwise, I'm just going to be getting like 15,000 at a time, and then I don't know if that's worth the time. Oh, but that skill book thing, I could break it down and get something for it. Ah, see, I didn't think about that. Maybe I do want that. Sucks. No, I did not come back to this place. I left with those medals. It took me an hour to. It was looking so grim when I was playing. It was kind of funny. You know, it was like, all right, I guess I'll settle for this, and you know, we'll do all that. And then like the last 10 minutes, it was just big medals. It was pretty great. I've been getting a lot of 10s. I feel like I should just put the 10 back in. Sucks. Yeah, so I'm gonna need that, and then I'm gonna need a 4 to basically double my medals. And I would have to accomplish that. Man, I would have to accomplish that so many times. I don't think this is a valid usage of my time now that I've calculated things out. If I could bet more than 1,000, that would be helpful. But I'd have to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, likely 6 times. I'd have to get that specific scenario 6 more times. It's incredibly unlikely. On here, you need to advertise the glory of Mogu Mogu, an amazing drink you recently discovered full of flavor and chewy bits. I've never heard of Mogu Mogu before. Never ever. I tried a boba drink for the first time many years ago, and it was kind of weird. It was very weird. I think the drink was fine. I don't know if I liked the tapioca thingies. I don't think I've tried any new food recently. I'm trying to think. I think I have. Oh my gosh, 20,000. Looking on the Discord. Friends who have introduced it were... Yeah, you have a bubble teas before and meh. And they had Mogu Mogu and they were enlightened. I wonder if there's any places near me that even have Mogu Mogu. I think I might just go up to the 45 marker time for this. Much as I'd love to get that particular reward, it would be something that I do, like, if I really wanted it, it would have... My first one of those. If I really wanted it, I'd have to probably do this off stream. Maybe set up, maybe like get like a turbo controller that just presses A all day, you know? And, you know, after like, I don't know, 10 hours or something like that, I'll probably get up there. just hold down the button? No. Gotta keep pressing it. Oh, so what I didn't get to mention a little bit earlier, I finally completed data for an encounter report, and so now I just gotta put all that data in and write the scripts, and I'll be good. I actually haven't recorded scripts for any of my YouTube videos in quite some time. Mostly because it's hot, and I actually record with the lights on and things like that to all night. Fine. You know, like, just in case there's a blooper or something like that. Nice and warm in the UK these last few days. I know Ghost VTS has opted to not stream because of the warmness. I don't know how humidity works over there, but I would say it seems like y'all feeling some of our heat and pressure. California on fire. There's actually a website called Is California on Fire, and I think the rolling consensus is, when in doubt, California is on fire. So I would probably say yes, but in terms of like overall heat, it's been pretty hot, for sure. We've been having some heat. Although I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to change my phrasing, and instead of saying it is hot, I think I'm gonna start saying it is warm. Because one thing I've noticed is if I say it's hot, someone out there that is in someplace else that is even hotter is going to be like, you don't even know what hot means. But if I say it's warm, ain't nobody can say nothing about that. I think it's a foolproof plan of mine. It cannot be stopped. I'm pressing the X button, hello? All I've been doing here is mashing the X button, which I'd really like to stop doing. This is how I get carpal tunnel. On absolute power. I did smell a fire the other day, though. So, California's probably on fire. In the literal sense, but, you know, also it's hot sense. UK is quite fortunate in that there's never any real extremes. Mind you, you're not built for any of it, and one year your railway tracks were on fire. How that works, you have no idea, but it was on the news. It's quite the experience. Hey, know the honor. How goes poker? It's actually going pretty well. Not as well as it needs to be. All things considered, I have 200,000 more than I started with here. So, by all metrics, this is a huge success. I guess where it goes is, it's not enough of a success to really change any outcomes for me. But it is a nice little bit of cushion, I guess. If I ever wanted to come back, I wouldn't have to start at making bets at 10 again or something like that. Well, there is that. Absolute power. Fuck. If that was a 10, I was gonna put 10 back in, but it was a 9. Double sixes. Doubled my medals already? I have. But I know it's crazy to think because I've only been doing this for like 20 minutes. But it's not enough. I need 900,999,999. How you really say it? That's how rich people think. Oh man. I feel like that's how everybody thinks. You know, the rich people always want more money, and poor people always want more money. And that's just how it works. You can't have enough money. Axel, the rich California man. There is nothing rich about Axelrod. There's everything poor about Axelrod. Ages getting my wealth. Now I'm there and I want more, and it's easier to make more. Boo to poor people. Alright, but medals aren't wealth. You know, I mean, come on. If I went to a casino and I did what I did here, sure. You could come at me and be like, you a sucker fool. But this is a video game. And as soon as I'm done with this video game, I do not see any of these profits. Oh, you're doing Kingdom Hearts 2. How many games are you playing right now, Noah the Otter? So I saw yesterday you were streaming an Ace Attorney game. And I think you're still playing Final Fantasy X. Now you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I feel like there was also a Professor Layton game that you were playing a week or two ago. Could be wrong on that. I thought that's what I saw. I don't know how y'all do it, by the way. The juggling of multiple games at the same time. I do not have the brain power for that. You know, I have a hard enough time as it is remembering the story of the game that I'm currently playing. To then confuse that with, you know, 2 or 3 other games that I'm playing at the same time, I would be destroyed. Suckers. Didn't want that 100, that 99 to be ending on greatness. Give me 11. That's 10. Give me a 5. Come on, 11. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I'm actually kind of close to being at the point where I can rewatch the vast majority of the Kingdom Hearts games that I've played. I just have one more game to watch. And once I've watched it, then it's a marathon of Kingdom Hearts. I'm almost out of the encounter report lockdown, as it were. Ooh. That's 40,000. I'm watching Kingdom Hearts, not playing. I've already played them. I have played all of the Kingdom Hearts games up to 3 that if there is a movie associated with it, I watched the movie, not played the game. Plan to play Kingdom Hearts 4? Probably not. The thing about Kingdom Hearts is I think I've talked about this a bunch of times, but Kingdom Hearts has this style with it where every game presents more questions than it does provide answers. And while I really like how the combat goes in games like Kingdom Hearts 2 and even Kingdom Hearts 3, I just can't really get behind how the narrative plays out. It really bothers me. They have such an interesting story, and like, sure, I get it, you know. It's certainly interesting to spread it out across, I don't know, how many Kingdom Hearts games are there now? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? You know, like, I just want... I want them to end an arc and answer most questions, and then leave a few for threads in the future. But instead, what Kingdom Hearts does is every game, a lot of the games, some of the games, a few of the games, whatever you want to classify it as, they will answer like 2 or 3 questions that, you know, may be important, but usually are not all that important or significant. And then they'll just throw in a bunch of other stuff, and, you know, then you're like, okay, when am I gonna learn about that? And, you know, they don't go through all of that. So you're just kind of sitting there for multiple games in a row, trying to figure out when they're going to answer this question. Meanwhile, they're tacking more stuff onto that question. And then when they finally do address an answer towards that question, it's like a half step. It's a frustrating series to experience, at least for me. Quite like the older Disney stuff and some of the new stuff like Aladdin, but the newest stuff has been stricken by bad writing. Come on. I needed a 7. Heard that? It makes you concerned as you progress through the series. Have you not played all or a decent chunk of the Kingdom Hearts games? No, the Otter? Sounds like an episode of Lost. I haven't seen Lost, but I've heard both good and bad things about it. All the way across. That's not the side I was hoping for, but you know what? All right. Come on. Come on. Oh, you actually gave it to me. We might actually get there, peoples. It's we're only at the top of the hour, and we're halfway there. Y'all a bunch of suckers. Watched the first couple of seasons. It was fun for the that initial, but them never answering any question gets old after that. And you exactly understand where I sit for Kingdom Hearts. It would be so easy to bait and switch me in Kingdom Hearts as well, that it just makes it that much more sad that they can't really do that. I mean, and to be honest, you know, like the Trails games, they've been doing that as well. So it's not a... I guess it just seems to be a thing with long-running series that span multiple games and stuff. Come on, 7. Come on, 6. Duplicates, they be killing me. Do I keep this up? Do I go all the way? The game feels like it's near the end. So if that's the case, I am definitely wasting some time here. But it's also a Monday. Maybe if I play this gambling game long enough, we can finish the game on Thursday. Give myself, a 3-day weekend. What if you can fill all that space after the word metal with numbers? I had the thought had crossed my mind that was possible. Just one big tease. We are well over halfway there. Come on, 7. Oh, so close. And of course, you get the 7 afterwards. You're like, we're gonna disrespect you. Come on. 9. Oh man. That would have been a big one. Mario Party sound effect is funny. It does kind of sound Mario Party-ish, doesn't it? I was saying to someone a while back, I don't remember where I said it, but I think if Square Enix came out with a game that was all the mini games that they've ever done, let's just say, if you want to keep it simple, all the mini games they've ever done for the Final Fantasy series, and just put those into a bundle game, and maybe if they wanted to have some online support for some of it, I'd buy that game. You could have Triple Triad in there. You could have a bunch of the mini games that were in Final Fantasy VII. There's probably some other card games and stuff like that. Chocobo Racing. I think that would be pretty cool. It'd basically be Mario Party, but just the mini games. And let's be honest here. Does anybody play Mario Party or the actual board moving aspects. Absolutely not. You know, that's where all the frustration comes from. Favorite mini games are in the Yakuza games. I've seen Ghost VTS play through a few of the Yakuza games. The go-kart stuff, that seems like it could be pretty fun for a little while. There's the like RC car thing, which is pretty cool. I'm not a karaoke person, so I know a lot of people like the karaoke, and it's just very much not a me thing. What else? Oh, and then they have like a lot of the like standard, I say standard, but you know, like more traditional games like Mahjong. I think Chinese checkers might be one of them. Yakuza 8, there's an Animal Crossing-like game. I have seen that. Shareholder minigame, I remember that. Speaking of Square, you may be interested in Alzara Radiant Echoes. It's a successfully backed Kickstarter JRPG that is heavily inspired by the golden age of turn-based RPGs. If there is one way for me to be incredibly disinterested and tuned out of a game, it's it's a Kickstarter game. 2, it's a JRPG that is heavily inspired by the golden age of turn-based RPGs. The only thing that they're missing there is that they're trying to recreate the spark of Chrono Trigger. I have never backed a Kickstarter in my entire life. I've come close to doing so a few times, but still I've held back. Come on, 9. Come to think of it, off the top of my head, I can't think of any games that I've played that were Kickstarter games. Although now that I'm thinking about like some of the credits that I've gone through, the Shadowrun games that I've played, those have like Kickstarter backers and stuff like that. I guess I played those. Shadowrun games are good. think there's still one or two more that I have to play. I feel like my momentum is slowed down here a little bit. You've been burned by it? A company called Ninja Division. You don't do Kickstarters anymore because of it. It's less about the lost money, but what the platform lets honest creators get away with, or it lets less honest creators get away with. I know Mr. JRPG likes to is the wrong phrase here. I know Mr. JRPG has mentioned that he has either backed or is familiar with the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter, and that one seems to be a common thing mentioned amongst gamers that have participated in Kickstarters. That one let a lot of people down. Come on, 9. It's a 10. It's a 9. If I had a 10 right there, that would have been an extra 100,000. Now the game is mocking me. Back Indivisible. I have seen some footage of that game. Either I want to say, didn't Indivisible run into some issues? I don't know if it was like a development studio thing or like a publisher thing, but I remember seeing some negative news about Indivisible within the last few years. Could be wrong. Quite like Steam's early access approach, though. I don't like the early access approach. I think the concept is really cool. You know, you have this game and it's in a state that can be playable for people, and this is a way for you to fund that development. But much like with Kickstarters, there's been some developers that have used it in a way that is not beneficial to the word of mouth of early access. And so I've just been super wary about that kind of stuff. I've purchased one early access game in my entire life, and that was Hades. And I have still never played Hades. I've seen it played. I've seen tons and tons of footage of it. And I probably never will play Hades. But, you know, they managed to get my money somehow. But for me, I put like I'm so skeptical of early access games that I effectively just put them on the bottom of my wish list as if they've never released or anything like that. That's basically just how I treat them. Come on, 9. Come on, 9. Oh my gosh. Good game, so you hear? I've heard a lot of good things about Hades. They're even coming out with a Hades 2. Can you believe it? Early access for They Are Billions, and that turned out pretty good. We've also purchased Infection Free Zone on early access, and that's coming along pretty good. Is DayZ still in early access? How do we classify Star Citizen? Is that early access too? And you know, to be fair, Larian has done good early accesses. You know, there's certain. I'm certainly not saying there's not developers out there that make good use of it. Just that all the bad stories have pushed me away from doing so. Because it basically, oh man, I thought that was it. It basically just gets to the point where it's kind of like buying a game and not playing it until you get around to playing it, which is definitely something that I've been trying to move away from. So like on the last summer sale or whatever, last Steam sale that happened, like my entire wish list was on sale, and the discounts were solid enough, but I'm not going to play any of those games in the next 5 months. So why bother buying them? And that's kind of where I'm rocking right now. If there's a game on my wish list and I want to play it right away, I will buy it at full price, and I will play it. I'm moving in the lane of I'm not gonna let the discounts necessarily dictate when I play a game. Although there are some games out there where, I'm not gonna buy them at full price, so they gotta be discounted. But I need to work on reducing the backlog rather than adding to it. And chances are the games aren't going anywhere. Unless, it's like EA or Ubisoft or something like that who have been removing some stuff. I guess Blizzard has also been removing some stuff as well. Well, removing some stuff for like remasters and whatnot. Come on, eh? Star Citizen is mad. You can't believe that game is still in development, and you've seen them charge 70 plus monies for a ship. I think they have ships that cost thousands of monies. it sort of makes me think that Star Citizen must be really fun for there to be people not only still playing it, but putting that much money into it. Like, that's the only conclusion that can be had here. You know, aside from all the memes and jokes that people have, there's no way someone's going to put that much money into something and have it not be fun for them. So, in some respects, they must be doing something right. Thousands for some polygons. Yep. I mean, to be fair, humans spend lots of money on a lot of silly things. You know, I mean, like me, I go out to eat a lot, and I cook not a lot. I've spent thousands of monies on going out to eat, where I could have spent a fraction of that cooking. Maybe. I'm kind of an eater. You know, sometimes we want to redo the bathroom, make it all nice looking. We buy all the super expensive stuff. Sometimes we leave the air conditioning on for basically all day when, you know, you can just have a fan or something. All right, we've been going at this for an hour, and I have quadrupled my money, or my medals rather, but I'm still a long ways off. If past patterns are any indication, at the top of the next hour, I'm gonna get everything that I need. Seen some very cool stuff for it, like massive ships, which your friends have to crew and coordinate well. Very Star Wars feel about that. That I can, I've not seen any footage for Star Citizen. I've not seen any gameplay. I've just been seeing the memes. But there was a game called Elite Dangerous that I've been interested in for a very long time, and just never got around to trying it or playing it because that's a lot of work. I also don't tend to hear great things about it. I think I might have gotten it for free on the Epic Game Store. I don't know. not heard good things about Elite Dangerous. It was definitely free on Epic Games. I'm certainly willing to put, like, if a game doesn't seem that great, I'm definitely willing to try it out if it's, you know, free. Or at least I used to be. Maybe not so much nowadays, where, you know, I could be spending hours playing a gambling game on Grandia 3. All for something that I don't even know is good. How there being lots of hype for it, and then the game just didn't meet the hype. There was a streamer that I used to watch by the name of DJ Knight, and he played a lot of Elite Dangerous. The thing is I never actually got a chance to see what that game was all about, because anytime he was playing it and I was watching it, he was just flying around, which I recognize is probably, you know, part of the gameplay is a lot of flying around, but like that's all I ever saw was flying around. I didn't see dog fighting or docking into space stations or talking to other spaceships or anything like that. So, you know, who knows what was going on there. Come on, 7. Oh, I had also, I think it was Saturday or Friday, I had a dream where, I don't necessarily know if I was one of the people, like if I was a protagonist in this dream, or if I was just following somebody who was a protagonist. But whatever it may be, there were people with superpowers, and they're like flying around, or they have the ability to fly. And one of the ways that people have been getting themselves to trigger this ability to fly is to jump out of windows from high-story buildings and stuff like that. And so me or whoever I was following jumped out of the building and started flying, and you know, it was cool, you know, like we're flying around and doing all this crazy stuff. But there was also this evil organization that was searching for people with powers and stuff like that. And what happened was they had this like machine or ability or power or something where this blue fog or like mist or something like that just enveloped the entire world or city or what have you, and narrowed in on the location of the people with powers. And so the protagonist people were like flying around trying to escape it, but you know, it's gonna converge on one point, and they can fly over it. You know, it was kind of low to the ground or whatever, but the issue is that you can only fly for a certain amount of time, you know, and then you gotta like recharge. And if all the low points are cut off, then it makes it a lot easier for the evil organization to find the people, because they just have to look at the high points. And the area that we were in was very little high points. There was just like a couple of trees and things like that. So it was it was like a little bit of anxiety going around, trying to stay out of the blue fog and keep out of arm's reach of the evil organization. It's pretty crazy. They had like these train car like vehicles or something. It was some interesting stuff. I still recommend, if you ever do get the opportunity to get superpowers, don't choose flying. Government's gonna either shoot you out of the sky or they're going to capture you and experiment on you. Come on, eight. Come on, eight. Come on, eight. Can't get anything. You get superpowers, no one will know about it unless you were Superman. Seen enough movies to know what people will try. That's the interesting dynamic too, is if you get superpowers, first, what are you going to do with your superpowers? And how are you going to hide those superpowers? Because if you can fly and you're either too scared to fly or you can't fly because people will find you out, you basically just can't fly. Maybe you live on a farm or something like that and you have this really big barn, or you have like a aircraft hangar or something like that, and you can just fly around inside there. I guess that's about as good as you'll get. Ooh, there's this movie. It's a found footage movie called Chronicle. You've never seen that movie? I'd recommend it. Pretty cool movie. You're also of the mind, if you have superpowers, you're probably not the only one, and there's probably some sort of a shadow war in the background of the entire time. Oh, absolutely. It's like the whole aliens from outer space deal. Where it's like, there's no way we're the only ones that exist in this galaxy, right? There's just no way. The chances of that would just have to be so tiny. So tiny that it's basically impossible. Yeah? You're certain there's other life out there? It's just arrogance to assume humans are the only intelligent life against an infinite possibility? It's, hey. It certainly brings up some questions. Does make me wonder when we'll actually get the ability to, explore space. Maybe not necessarily send, like pilots into space, but, be able to send probes to distant and far-reaching areas to gather information or send information back. Because, sure, we have a little bit of that right now, but, it's nothing like, like Star Trek or something like that. Although, it also does bring up the whole scenario of, well, if there is other life out there, maybe it's in our best interest to not aggro it. As soon as you draw aggro, bad things can happen. Come on, 11. At this point, I feel like I'm pot committed here. I feel like I should just go for the max. Spend the 4 hours today. Get it. And, just say, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll get something that increases the amount of... Honestly, looking it up is probably what I should do. In hindsight, looking it up would be so much more rewarding. You'd be curious to see what the US government would do if aliens showed up one day? Does the movie trope hold true? Oh man. Independence Day, all day, Earth Day. Everyone's definitely gonna be looking at Will Smith like, what you going to do? Come on, 6. Oh, I thought that was a 6. I was like, yeah. Maybe the United States already knows that aliens are among us, are real and among us, and movies are just there to train us to be ready. That would be very big brain. don't know if the United States is capable. Okay, here's what I think. If aliens were real and the United States knew about it, I feel like there would be a whistleblower by now. A credible whistleblower. And I think there have been people out there that have said things, but maybe they got evidence or something to make it like super credible. Or not aliens are real, but like aliens have been to Earth type of deal. Because everybody's seeing stuff in the sky. I've even seen something in the sky that I could not explain. There was an apartment that I lived in, and one night it was like super dark, and in the sky there was this really big blue light, and it wasn't an airplane light, because those are small. This was very big. Like if the moon was right next to it, like it would be like the size of the moon. So it was either super close or just something super big far away or whatever. But I certainly did not know what that light was. I didn't have a cell phone back then, so couldn't have taken a picture of it or anything like that. But and I don't know if drones were a thing back then. At least like the whole consumer drones. Top Gun was a propaganda piece? Sure, but Top Gun is also a really freaking good movie. Top Gun Maverick is also a pretty good movie. I was actually really surprised at how good that movie was. There's a funny meme regarding how we see the Earth versus aliens. In short, aliens only see the United States. That wouldn't surprise me, because the United States is so loud and in your face and obnoxious about literally everything. The original Top Gun and thought it was meh. You don't think it aged very well. Top Gun Maverick, though, so good. Really? I actually watched Top Gun, at least I think, for the first time, a few years ago. Like a year or two maybe before Maverick came out. Maybe a few months before Maverick came out, something like that. And, I mean, sure, like, there are things in it that have aged. But I was on board with that movie. It was a cool movie. Come on, give me something. A little while ago, I said that I thought my momentum had died down here. Momentum has definitely died down. I wish I could remember all the movies that I've seen recently. Ooh, I heard that they're coming out with a new Suits TV show. It stars the guy who played Arrow, the Arrow TV show on CW, which Arrow started off being pretty good to not so great, and The Flash started out being like, okay, you know, I see you, Flash, to, all right, the Flash show is ridiculous. I think overall it was enjoyable, but there were bits in it that you think would have resonated better if you had watched it in your younger years. That's fair. I say that with plenty of video games that I have played throughout the years, especially older ones, where, you know, certain things like exploring a world with little to no direction and all that other crazy stuff. You know, like that stuff was perfect for me as a kid because I could just play this video game for 15 hours and, you know, I have no idea what's going on, but I just have a great time doing it because I'm a sucker-foo kid. But nowadays, it's like I gotta get through these games, you know? Oh my gosh. We made some money! Come on, 9. Ooh. Come on, 11. Oh my gosh. It's happening. It's happening. As soon as the hour comes close to the top of the hour, big money. I need to give myself a little bit more cushion. I also think I think I still need more than this. So many numbers. It's starting to look like the max metal you can get might actually be where the metal's text is. Yeah, I think the ninja shoes that I want, I think those cost 160,000. I'm still not quite there. That said, I don't need the ninja shoes. Truthfully, I don't even know if I need this skill book thing. It requires level 10, which in of itself is already an issue. I can't even equip it right now. One of the reasons I want it is to deconstruct it and see what amazing, awesome skills I'll get. Like the lead actress, Tom Cruise is so mean to her all the time, but she keeps swooning. Ah, yes. That's movie logic right there. Plenty of that. I'd like a 9, but I'll take a 6. You know, the time, like the double ones, that should automatically get you something. If you automatically lose for double 6s, you should automatically get something for the double ones. I'm getting nothing here. I also need to check if there's a guy that can do skill book stuff here. You suck, Foos. What a jerk. I'm seeing 3s a decent amount. I feel like I need to put in 10, but if I put in 10 and I I probably change up, you know, the numbers, the success chances and whatnot. I would have won right there if that was a 10. If we get a 10 on this one, we're swapping a 10. Alrighty. The top of the hour has been reached. We are where we are. Mark there. Let's see. No, I can only buy skills from this guy. Alrighty. We're gonna have to do this the hard way. Yeah. I need 160,000. I feel confident this is not good. I feel very confident. The master book. Okay, let's go fly. And check out what this book turns into. Nearly 2 hours of work. Hoping for something useful. Force attack. Increases critical attack hits. That's pretty nice. The problem is it costs 5. Is well, I mean, I guess if every power-up is 1 extra attack, that would be 4 extra critical attacks. Interesting. Auto cancel. Cancel special moves, magic. Whatever that means. All right, I'll keep this for now. I don't necessarily think it's worth deconstructing. But it might be, well, then it's not even worth equipping, honestly. I should probably just reload and get the ninja shoes. And maybe like some lake eggs. Yeah. 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 It's not that good. It's nice, but it's not that good. Some ninja slippers. Like 5 volcano eggs. 5 of those. I have 6 holy waters. Not on those. Let's just max out on these 2. Let's see if we can mess around with the magic eggs. I have 9 volcano eggs. Alright, so that's a ba-boom. It's a calamity. That's what you currently have equipped. That creates a life egg, which is over here. Not helpful for me. Creates cluster egg. I will need one of those. Let's create a cluster egg. Lake egg. Creates a life egg. Creates a blizzard egg. That's a holy egg. Baboon is calamity. I need another calamity egg. Eel egg. Where's the heel egg? That's a booster. That must be what that one is. I don't need a heel egg though. It probably can't fuse with anything just like the other ones can't. And I want the calamity for the baboon. We need to remove remove boom. Put in a baboom. All right. I believe I'm done with shenanigans. I'm gonna save. We can continue with main story. To the skies.